Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear. Running, running, no. Keep running.
Oh boy, I definitely can say right now, this chapter is a must read. This chapter is a 10 out of 10. This chapter is amazing. We finally get a glimpse of actually the origins of these devil fruits. I'm reading these panels front to back to left, rereading them. There are so many things we have to talk about in this chapter. We have to narrow it down for so much because you know I do not like 20-minute videos. What Vegapunk said in these chapters transcends any other information we have coming out of One Piece. I literally had to sit on the phone with the smartest person I know, my cousin, to help me decipher these things that Vegapunk said in these chapters. But before I get into what Vegapunk said, let's just be clear. Everybody who's hyping this fight up, please stop. Lucci and Luffy, it's not a hype fight. From now on out, as One Piece watchers, you have to understand, can the people that Luffy face from now on out, can they beat Kaido? Ask yourself that before you even try to, oh, this amazing fight. Please stop. If you're a real One Piece watcher, ask yourself from now on out, if this guy in front of Luffy, can he beat Kaido? So we started chapter off where we left off at, as when Rob Lucci seen Luffy, and Luffy was astounded. And you know how Luffy get when you defeat somebody that helped him eat, right? So Lucci KO'd Atlas. KO'd. Luffy was gonna obliterate anybody that tried to harm Atlas because of the great food Luffy ate. So this fight with Lucci and Luffy was bound to happen anyway. But the people that was hyping this up, but listen, come on, man, listen. Look at these panels, and we seen Luffy torn with this guy, right? Once Luffy used Gum Gum No Mo, bro, he already coughed up blood. And you already know, first drawing blood is over with. And then you seen what Lucci did at the end of this chapter, bro, to Shikamaru. Look what he did to Shikamaru, but that's a weak coward play. He's not even playing fair anymore, bro. Now he get authorities of the Sephiroth to combat Luffy and everybody else because he could not stand a chance with Luffy. Correct? And that's how I feel in my opinion. That's the only way he did that for the Sephiroth to be in his command, for they can attack Luffy and his people. Other than the coward play that Lucci did, yes, his wicked form do look amazing. But at the same time, we have to understand that he has to get stronger also. There was nothing less accepted other than awakened form for this chapter. And I'm pretty sure that everybody knew he was going to be an awakened zone fruit user. Sorry. That was expected. Everybody's getting stronger now. Now, if he did not have a zone fruit, why would he even stand next to Luffy? And a plus note is when we seen the authority chain of line of the Sephiroth, who control the Sephiroth. And at the very top is the 5 elders. And that's what gets me curious to think like, bro, the 5 elders even have more command than Vegapunk himself and his satellite. But in my known opinion, I'm pretty sure that Vegapunk put a safety procedure inside the Sephiroth to overcommand the 5 elders. I bet that just in case for these scenarios right here. And a side note, as long as there's a satellite around the Sephiroth, the chain of command, the authority will go back to the satellite. So Lucci's plan will not last long as what he thinks. There was a weak gesture for Lucci to have the Sephiroth attack Luffy. Now, a one-on-one match, he looks weak, in my opinion. And let's talk about the Gum Gum Mo pistol. That was an amazing feat for Luffy. Where did Luffy train with his devil fruit? Like, did he have the time to train in his devil fruit? Like, bro, he stuck his hand in the ground, made the ground rubbery, bounced it back up, and hit him with the ground. It made him cough up blood. Like, come on, bro. Like, who thought this was gonna be a hype? I told you from the last chapter, please do not believe this hype, bro. I'm telling you, bro, you will be disappointed. And once Rob Lucci found out he cannot defeat Luffy, he went aboard the plan. Only thing we need to do is erase the tower. Erase the tower? Yeah. You know why? Because you know you can't defeat Luffy. Stop hyping this up, everybody. Like stop. Literally stop. I'm pretty sure Lucci cannot stand toe-to-toe to Kaido. Not even next to him. Like, come on, stop. And on a side note, I think Jinbei finally see that where the warlord system that he was a part of was not the best choice. Because maybe he got a whole copy of himself. Not just a copy, bro. That might be your son. And Jinbei might be a deadbeat from now on, not because he don't want no part of this action. And before we get into the nitty gritty of this thing, bro, like Kizaru was already on his way to Egghead. As I keep thinking about this, I feel like the Straw Hats, Vegapunk, are going to be gone before he even gets there. And it eats my insides out because I know how Oda works, right? But that would be such a positive note if Kizaru is there while Luffy and company are there to test their strength against the Admiral, bro. They test their strength against the Admiral. Bro, we need this. As One Piece watchers, we need this battle. How far is the gap between Luffy and the Admiral? I feel like that gap will finally be closed or be close enough where we can determine it. Probably next chapter or chapter after next to see Kizaru fight against Luffy or awaken Luffy, bro. Or do we need that? We need that. And now, let's get to nitty gritty, bro. Now, this is beyond me. All right. This is an amazing feat, right? So what I got of Dr. Vegapunk, I had to call my cousin, like I said, to interpret this right here, bro. Like this is amazing, right? So what you got out of it is these gods in different dimension, right? Granted these people, correct? Because they came upon him and they asked for it. And that's why he says, so you see, you don't even need to debate whether any God exists or not, because this is how they got their powers, through these gods, to live in different dimensions. Right. That's a theory. This is only my theory. Devil fruits are born from the hopes of the people that's in despair. That's what I got out of that first half. We already knew that, once you take this unnatural fruit and eat it, the water would forever be your enemy because you would sink, you'd be like a hammer inside water. We are already understood that. But to know that the people hope for this devil fruit, wanted this devil fruit for some means for why they was yearning for it to successfully go against that hurdle. Basically, when Dr. Vegapunk said the people came upon the god to wish for these fruit, the hopes and despair, to do things that they need as endeavor fruits to get over these obstacles. The way he interpreted this was through the Japanese way of thinking. We already knew about but the unnatural status is loathed by the sea, the mother of nature, basically saying that you're opposed by the sea, you be enemy of the sea. A fitting punishment for a sin. Those with powers exist in different dimensions, dreamed up of someone else before them. And my cousin basically said, exist in different dimensions. In Japanese way of thinking, different dimensions is heaven and hell. And this is why Vegapunk continues to say, so you see, you don't even need to debate whether any God exists or not, because the God gave man this gift of devil fruit. Basically, that's what he was saying. And it makes sense as I continue reading. The people that dreamt about this, the people that wanted this, came upon God to ask for these. And these as in these devil fruit. In my mind, first people to obtain these devil fruits named they devil fruit. And the will that devil fruit has is from the first person to eat the devil fruit. Like the liberation. Nika the sun god. They labeled Nika the sun god because of the way he did. He led this whole liberation for his people. And they worship him like they worship the sun god, like they worship the moon god. So basically, that's how I came upon these people from different dimensions, means as in the god gave these people who dreamed of this moment, someone else before them, as in before Luffy, dreamed of these having this because of what they hope for. Every devil fruit is a possibility for human evolution that someone desired. There's 3 categories of devil fruits: Paramecia, Longia, and Zone. People as human can evolve to these devil fruits because they had to adapt in their environment. If only I could be like this, if only I could be like that. All of these powers represent the many branches of the future of humanity. What Vegapunk was actually getting at, because it seemed like it was in riddle. If you do not understand the Japanese way of thinking, you will not get this. It all started with hope. I can see why Haki is supreme. Devil fruits is a gift from God. We got a little bit of the origins. There's a few more gaps left, and still Vegapunk said this is a theory. At the same time, it's a great theory to start off at. People came to the gods and asked for this. The reason why, we do not know just yet. And I feel like the person Nika was one of the people that wanted to liberate his people from these bad people. Entitled, they gave him the sun god because they worship him as a god, and that's why he got devil fruit. Maybe the first people, Joy Boy, was actually the first people to eat a devil fruit, or it could be before Joy Boy. It could be before. Just so happens Joy Boy had this fruit and on the same path who ate the fruit, the same liberation path as the first person to eat the Nikomato fruit. This is exactly why I say this could be where the concept of devil fruit come from. Now we still have to figure out where does it grow. How does the will transfer, which is automatically probably once your mind, body, and soul be as one with devil fruit, right? It seems like the will, it seeps out as you get adapted to devil fruit and as you get older, right? But we see as in these awakened forms, zones get devoured by the will, and the will becomes one with the people of Paramecia. This is an amazing chapter, right? This is hands down 1069. Hands down, it's one of the best chapters, bro, of this year. Literally, we're starting off into a whole new year in a few more weeks. This is hand down the best, right? We get the origins of devil fruits, right? The concept of it and how it became as we know now. This was I'm just speechless at this moment. I was sitting here for about like 10 minutes thinking like what next to say about this, because there's so many unanswered questions in this chapter. But like I said, it's a 10 out of 10 in my aspect, bro. Like the origins of devil fruit, like years and years to come, we need to know about this, and finally we are here to experience it as first watchers and first readers, bro. This is an amazing feat from watching One Piece. I know you excited just like me of hearing this, bro. Like, I just can't believe it. Finally, we get to see Vegapunk again. Finally, the answers are devil fruits. The questions that we need from devil fruits is like right here in our lap. I can't wait to see what's going on in this chapter, bro. Like, I might just read it early. But I needed to clarify this with the official Viz translation because I don't want to get nothing wrong. Nothing wrong at all, because we need this as One Piece readers, manga readers. We need this. And it was great. Thanks for watching. Like and comment and subscribe to get more of me and more One Piece content. I'm always here for it. We're here for it. I'm Uncle D Schyver. Stay safe. Peace.